Okay, before we get started, I'm going to teach you double crochet today because we've already gone through single crochet. But I wanted to show you, I'm working on painting, and this is my canvas for my second board. I'm not supposed to teach anything about these boards, so I'm kind of waiting until I get them through. But I'm going to show you what I get done as I get going through it. And you can kind of see when you look at it, I have my chalk marks to set out where I'm going to put sunflowers and things. So that's actually my canvas, and this is actually my practice piece for doing leaves and the background and sunflowers. Okay. What we're going to do today is we've already gone through. Ooh, that's kind of sharp. Let me get rid of that, sorry. We've already gone through and done the chain. I've taught you how to do the chain. I've taught you how to single crochet. And this time we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to double crochet. So I've cast on 25 stitches here. And if your pattern says to cast on 25 stitches, you do 25 stitches. If you're doing single crochet, then you'll do one extra. But if you're doing double crochet, and I'm going to keep my thumb, I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to keep my thumb, that's my stitch that I will be working in. Let me get it just a little bit closer. You can't work into this one, but this one, the very next one. So I'm going to chain 2 more for my double crochet, because double crochet is double deep what a single crochet is. So there's the hole that I'm going to work in right there. And you can count back 1, 2, you count back to the third one. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap, just like we did with single crochet, different parts of it, but a lot of it is wrapping. You go from the front to the left to the back and then to the right again. And then I'm going to, just like a single crochet, I'm going to go ahead and put my hook through that space. Now this is the foundation chain, so remember it's a little bit different when we start making fabric. So then I'm going to go ahead and wrap around my needle again, my hook, which is my needles to the left. I go under and then I pull through once, and you can see I have 3 stitches on my needle. So then I'm going to wrap and pull through 2 of those stitches. Now I only have 2, and then we're going to wrap and pull through those 2. Now that's a complete double crochet. And then we also have the edge double crochet. So then what we're going to do is we're going to do that again, and we're going to do that clear across this. So basically what you do is, again, you take your needle to the left, under, to the right. You just wrap it. That's called wrapping. And then we find our next hole just like we did with single crochet. Now you can tell this is bigger because we've already done a stitch, so it's the very next one. We're going to go through that piece of yarn, pull back once. There are 3 yarns on your hook. Wrap it, pull back twice. 2 pieces of yarn on your hook. Wrap it and pull through. You've completed 2 double crochets. Let's do it one more time. I'm trying to get enough yarn pulled. I'm not sure if I like this blue yarn. Okay, so we're going to wrap it. Again, it's just going from the front to the back. Make sure that the yarn's around your hook. You can see we have a big hole there, so it's the next one. Go through, pull up once, pull up twice, pull up twice. So these are bigger than a single crochet. You can kind of see they're a little bit taller. So let's do one more. We're going to wrap, go through our next stitch, pull up once, pull up 2, pull up 2, and we're done. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is you didn't have to cast on 25. You can cast on as many as you want to practice, but I did 25 because it just makes a nice little fabric for you to see. I'm going to have you do double crochets from here to the end, and I'll meet you before I get to the end and show you how to turn your work so that you can start the next row of double crochets. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and when you look at my foundation, you can see I have 2 more stitches that I have to do of double crochet, and I'm going to do those with you, and then we're going to turn. So I'm going to wrap, go through my stitch, 1, 2, 2, wrap, go through my stitch, 1, 2, 2. Now it's just basically a double crochet. Now in some patterns you'll see when you go to turn they tell you to cast chain 3 and then turn. With a double crochet I've noticed that makes a great big hole at the side, so I generally use 2. So let's go ahead and chain 2 just like we did for our foundation. We're going to do 1, 2, and then just keep your needle straight and turn your work to the other side. So all we did was we turned it over. Now because we've done those 2 stitches, that counts as your first double crochet. So again, it's just like when we single crocheted. We're going to find the stitch below it, which will be right here, and this is the top of that stitch. And as you can see, it's just like a single crochet. We have these little, I don't know what you call them, hooks. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to do double crochets again. I'm going to wrap. I'm going to find that hole, and it's kind of offset to the left. If you notice, there's your double crochet, but then the hole is right here. So I'm going to go through both of those just like we did with a single crochet, and I'm going to pull through 1, pull through 2 hooks, pull through 2 more hooks, and so you've done a nice little turn. I'm going to do one more so that I can lay this down and show it to you. So we go a wrap, put it through, make sure you get it through both of those pieces of yarn, pull through once, pull through 2, pull through 2. Let's do one more. Wrap, go through your stitch, the top of your stitch from the previous row, pull through 1, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, so when you look at this, you can see this is your first one, and when we finish the next row, you'll see this will straighten out very nicely, and when you chain 3 in here, it makes it just too big, and so it's a little bit floppy. So I generally like to use 2. Okay, so you can see these are just about in line. Let me pull it up just a little bit for you. They're almost in line, just a little bit offset, because the hoop for this one is just a little bit to the left. So go ahead and finish this row, practice double crochets, practice your single crochets, practice your chains, and when we come back I will go ahead and show you different ways that you can use a single crochet and a double crochet together to make patterns. Okay, thanks for joining me. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.